All right, I think I have it set up. Let's see if it's online now. Hopefully I have a bit better setup and configuration to start with than the first live stream I did, which I think was a moderate success, but there are obviously a couple things that could be fixed on it. Let me know if the audio is all right. Just making sure that everything's all good here. This is a game that I have a lot of admiration for. It's actually sort of a second edition or remake, if you will, of a well, it's just basically a special free edition of a game I bought a year or two ago called Kingdom, which is a simple indie game, but I really liked its presentation and its atmosphere and mood. So yeah, it's very like old school. Well, it's kind of new school pixel art actually, where you don't really make oversized objects and sprites and whatnot. You're mostly black colors with a little bit of shading here and there, but I like it. It's a pretty nice art style overall. Oh, a lot of money. It's basically like a really simple strategy game, and there are basically it's all about you moving around and picking up money and dropping money. It's like that's literally the extent of it. All right, hurt some people. Basically, you pick up money and it's shown up in a little jar up in the upper right, and essentially you then spend money like here. I just made a bow, and that guy walked over and grabbed the bow and is now an archer. Archers will hunt rabbits for gold, and I can also spend money on. I should recruit another guy. Here's another guy here. Let's see, have any more money? Yeah, there's another guy. So you essentially recruit the homeless, and they wander back to your town, and then you can give them all sorts of jobs. You can make them builders. You can make them archers. Once you have enough, let's spend 3 gold here and make a hammer. This guy's gonna run over there. It's almost like almost like a god game, just a really simple one. But I really like it. It's a pretty fun game. I just thought I'd do a little chillax live stream here. Build a wall. That builder's gonna run over there and start building it. Probably use another archer here. I've got 2 gold, so that's my last 2 gold. So unemployed guy's gonna run over here, grab a bow. I really need to make another. Oh, I killed somebody, so he's gonna cough up any earnings he's made. So let me make another wall. And there's different spots where you can build things, and a lot of things can be upgraded, like your hometown. Like right now, it's literally just a little fire pit. But eventually you can build it up to be like a whole keep and everything like that. That's pretty cool. Once, it's a terrible shot. Once I get enough money, I'll probably try to upgrade the keep. I need 3 gold for that. Okay, you get the rabbit? Nice. Just enough for an upgraded keep. And it's got a really interesting, like they really spent a lot of time in atmosphere. I don't know if you can hear it in this live stream, but like crickets that are starting to light up, in the distance. Sunset right around twilight, and every day has got a different weather pattern and music, and I don't know. It's just really atmospheric, surprisingly so. Kind of helps it kind of helps for me. It kind of makes it kind of therapeutic to me because it's just so chill. Got a really great sort of synth soundtrack. All right, everybody's going back home because it's getting dark. I have any money for anything else, but now they have a bunch of tents. So you upgraded the keep, and now there's a bunch of tents and everything in the banner. That's kind of cool. I think it randomly generates your leader each time. So it's kind of cool. It's pretty dark. And then eventually, once the light comes up, oh, yeah, and this is the thing you have to watch out for. This is the constant struggle. You'll see these little enemies try to ram against the walls and kill your villagers and try to steal your money. And I think if they attack you, I think they steal your money first, and if they keep on hitting you, they will steal your crown. They'll knock your crown off, and if you aren't able to go and get your crown again, you will be, and they hit you again when you're without a crown, you're dead and you have to start over. Oh, nice. Yeah, morning time. And you see that that marker up there, that means that it's now day 2. What's this guy? So yeah, I played this original game. I've actually not played the Kingdom New Lands version, so I'm not familiar with everything. This game is ridiculously simple in its core mechanics, but it has a lot of little unexplained things. It's all about you discovering what's going on. Like, you'll find people wandering in the forest, or, you know, strange ghosts and things like that, and you'll not be sure what to do with it, but you're supposed to experiment. Alright, yeah, I marked this tree for lumber. The builders, any builders that are free, will take marked trees, cut them down, and I spend a gold to mark it, but when he cuts it down, it'll drop 2 gold. Supposedly. And so it's a return on investment there. Look at this wall. Look at this wall. Oh, I can make a keep too. I'm gonna put the wall first though. There's little towers here you can upgrade a couple times. That'll make it so the archers can get into the tower above ground. That'll make it a lot easier. Make it easier to hit, but also make it hit enemies, but also make them safe from raids. So, kind of useful. Any more rabbits there? Oh, right, the lumberjack guy. Where'd he go? Just cut the trees and split, I guess, huh? Alright, let's see what I have. I should probably make a... I don't have that many extra guys. I think 1 employed guy. I'll make another archer, I guess. Maybe a tower. Work your ass off there, builder. Don't have all day. Sun's already waiting. Oh, this guy. I invested a gold in this guy. I think he gives me... I think he might give me more gold on the way back or something. I'm hoping that's the case. Put a more guy here. You're actually supposed to, when you have things set up a bit better, you can venture out here and find unknown stuff out in the woods. Sometimes extra, like there's chests, sometimes there's extra travelers, and all sorts of stuff you can discover. Oh, it's just a really cool game. Like, you notice that this sky is different, you know, the music's different. Every day it's got a little bit different going on, different atmosphere, different ambience. I don't know, just really, really beautiful game. And it does get actually pretty hectic. I talked about it being kind of, you know, chillax and therapeutic, but it does get pretty hectic. One cool kind of thing, like whenever I try to run my horse Nays, if I set my horse up near some grass, he'll start eating the grass there, and that'll actually recover his stamina, and he can run again. Really cool little things they don't teach you, but find out eventually just through experimentation. So this is an uneventful night. Don't want those rabbits. What are you doing out there, guy? You get killed. Weird. Doesn't seem to be too bad tonight. What did this guy actually do? Came back to town, but I don't know what I actually did. Oh. Rabbits. Alright. Let's look for more money. Might as well, right? Can I upgrade the keep? Sure. I'll try that. That was almost all my money. Well, got walls now. I really need more money here. I might expand out my walls here. Build another tower, perhaps, and another wall. That'll be kind of useful there. Probably hire some more people. I think I need 3 gold for another builder. I've got this guy. I think it's a farmer. He makes money. Let's explore out here, see if there's any loot or whatever. Yeah, isn't this game cool, Zach? It's really atmospheric. Oh, nice! I found some gold. I was hoping for that. All right, I'm gonna run back before night time. Homeless guys. Well, technically they had homes. They had a pretty sweet looking tent and a fire. So. Another builder here. Right, the tower. Pop up your money. Whoa, that guy was holding. The woman was holding. How many poor little rabbits suffered through the hands of the archer. Yeah, I recommend getting it. It's really, really fun. They did a huge update for free for anybody who had the original game. I don't know if it's going on sale. I wonder if Steam's doing a big winter sale. I know they do a big summer sale, but I don't know if they do a winter sale. Yeah, you and me both. I think I have about... Last time I checked, I had over 200 games on my wish list. On top of the 300 to 400 games on my actual Steam library. I guess I'm pretty bored. Let me upgrade the tower or two. Just should upgrade a keep. Oh, my horse is tired. Oh, just had enough. Nice. This guy's gonna get murdered out here, I think. I don't know if shopkeepers can get murdered, actually. Guess we'll find out. Oh, is the stream frozen? The game I've sunk most time into most. Or how you said it was a bit better, actually. It's hard to tell because there are some games that I played for years back in the day, like SNES, but that's back before you had... Whoa. Oh, no, my builder. Go back out there. It's hard to tell because there are games that I played back in the SNES, NES days or whatever, early PC gaming, but that was before Steam was around and recorded all that for you. So it's really hard to say. Old school games, I'd say probably... I mean, I think I played Mario Kart for SNES regularly for probably about 2 to 3 years. But as far as actual games I know the hour counts for, maybe I think I have like 350 hours on Smite. Those games, kind of games like that, you can just log so many hours into and still not be an expert on. All right, let me push my borders up here a little bit. Better kill these rabbits. I think I'll need some more archers. That's probably what I'll need. So yeah, probably Smite. I think I have about 350 hours on that. Possibly... Oh, sorry. I'll make a farmer. Why not, right? Smite. I also clocked about 130, 150 hours into Division. Played a lot of Civ 5. Terraria. The one I know off the top of my head that I probably logged the most time into. Whoa, this is like an abandoned ship. I don't have that much money though. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I was actually shocked when I saw a comment from Razorfist. I thought I was looking at something wrong, but I'm actually a huge fan of his. I haven't watched all his videos, but I've learned about his channel fairly recently, and I've been watching a lot of his stuff. He's such a strange array of stuff. He does anything from like metal to movies to games and stuff like that. But I really like his content. He's really talented. Really appreciated him sharing my video. That was really cool. I think my comments are kind of being overlapped by my head here. If I should fix that. Yeah, let me fix that real quick. A little weird. Hey, Namaru. Back again. Oh, this guy. Oh, it's just. Oh, I've been lollygagging here. I should build another wall. If my hunters got me any extra gold. Nope. Maybe another bow. Let's see. Some pretty cool buildings out here. Hopefully this archer tower. Yeah, get over there, archer tower. Quit shirking. Wow, this guy's got a pretty fancy hat there. There's a lot of new stuff here. I'm not familiar with all the new features and all the new stuff they've added to the game since the last time I played. I appreciate that very much. Sorry, it's technical difficulties. Yeah, I'd recommend trying out Diablo 3. It's some people love Diablo 3 and hate 2, and some people love 2 and hate 3. I like them both. They, as I said in my video, they have good points on either one. But you know, if you are really, if you can't really play older games, you're not really gonna like 2. If you don't like the kind of arcadey nature of the sequel, you might not like 3, but I'd recommend trying it out. I had a lot of fun with the game. It just, wasn't exactly the thing we'd expect from a sequel, that's all. Alright, I have like no money here. Why didn't I get any money for the new day starting? Oh, did I not give him his fee? So I might have kind of screwed myself over here. Yeah, I really don't have any money here. I can't really do much. Games are literally about just money management. If you don't have any money, you can't do anything. Come on, archers. Kill any rabbits. It's right there, Archer. Shoot the rabbit. Okay, yeah. This will be interesting. Yeah, Path of Exile is really good. I really, really liked it because at the time I was playing vanilla Diablo 3, and I did not really like vanilla 3 that much. It was before they fixed loot. They had the auction house, and they had a bunch of other things I didn't really like about it. They needed to tweak. With all the patches and the expansion, really added a lot of things from the older games and fixed a lot of things in the new one that I didn't like. And so before I got to play the patch version of Diablo 3, I played Path of Exile. And that, if you like Diablo 2, if you like Diablo 2, Path of Exile is definitely going to be more of a, it's a lot more like 2 than 3 is. Let me put it that way. It also has a lot of weird, interesting things to it too. Like they added almost like a barter system instead of just gold. So yeah, the auction house. It was a combination of the auction house in Diablo 3 and the like extreme lack of loot. I mean, I don't think I ever got, when I played vanilla Diablo 3, I don't think I ever got a single legendary outside of the auction house. It was just crazy. Yeah, that was probably the most interesting, or kind of weirdest sticking point. I think it's kind of cool because, well, in the theme of Path of Exile, you wash up on the shore of this island where people exile bad people to. You're accused of some crime or whatever, and you're exiled to this island. And of course, they don't have any gold there. They don't have any currency there, so the currency is items, basically. So, yeah, it takes some getting used to. Am I kind of stuck here because I don't have any money to pay anybody? Normally, the game just gives you a bunch of gold every day, but I guess you have to keep on paying the donkey guy here to get that. I may be kind of in a jam right now because I don't have any money to spend. Oh, the suppression? Am I fading out? I do have a noise gate on it. I don't actually have suppression on. I have noise gate and I have let's see if I can turn the noise gate a little bit. I have a noise gate on. Hopefully it's a little bit better. I'm also speaking away from the mic too, which may not help very much. Yeah, I think I might be kind of screwed here because these people aren't killing rabbits, and I don't have any gold, so maybe kind of in a bad way. Yeah, unless they kill rabbits, I'm kind of screwed here. Yeah, it's something I wasn't used to because normally in Kingdom, the original game, you just get money out of your keep just every day for nothing. So it seems like you have to invest it into this guy, and he has to go and then give you money at the end of the day. Any plans for videos I'm excited for? Oh, I have a ton of ideas. I just have like a big spreadsheet I just add to regularly, and I can come up with ideas faster than I can make them. I've done 2 videos since my last Cyberpunk curated video, so I may make another one of those. I haven't decided which game I'm going to do on that yet, but I should probably do that. Also, my Diablo video was ridiculously popular, so I may do some sort of follow up to that at some point too. But I was very happy that the Daggerfall video was well received. That was surprising. I didn't expect it to do that well. So. Yeah, I'm kind of running back and forth now. Let me try a new game here. I think I might have screwed up. I think I might have invested too fast. Invest all my money and then I got stuck and I'm just gold starved. So let's make sure I get a merchant in here first thing. Yeah, if you're down for old games, I would definitely recommend trying Daggerfall. It's definitely gonna be like a culture shock, because it's just a 20-year-old game, you know. So I would definitely recommend it if you're down with retro games. The problem though is that yeah, there's some technological things you're used to now that aren't in the game, but it's actually, I mentioned in a comment on my video that it's actually surprisingly forward-thinking. Like, not every game in 1996 had a not every game in 1996 had mouse look and customizable controls and things like that in full screen. A lot of game UIs back in the day. Excuse me. A lot of games back in the day had really huge UIs. You know, just gigantic game interface that just took over like a big chunk of the screen. Are any mods for it? No, not really. Some people hack their characters, so they make like a ridiculously powerful character that is impossible in the base game. There are at least two major people remaking it and rebuilding it for Windows in like a 3D accelerated graphics and things like that. Those actually seem really promising. There's a Daggerfall Unity and Dagger XL. You can Google those. Those are the two projects I know of for Daggerfall. The engine is just so old and DOS based that it's really hard to mod, I guess. I mean, you'd have to, I guess you could. It's just people want to remake it in a better technology rather than try to mod the original game, I guess. So yeah, that's answering your question. Dungeon Keeper, yes. Dungeon Keeper is one of my favorite games of all time. I love Bullfrog games. Populous. Hopefully I actually get money tonight. I love Populous. And I love Syndicate Wars, Dungeon Keeper 2. And obviously like the early Lionhead Studios stuff, like Black and White, things like that. Those are other Peter Molyneux games and former Bullfrog staff games. So that stuff I love. Dungeon Keeper is amazing. I like both versions. There's some really cool things the second game adds, but something about the first game was just really, it was really dark. It was kind of like, it was dark. It was kind of like the old school Fallout games where it was dark, but also very funny. The dark comedy really was a strong theme in those games, and I really like that aspect to it. Dungeon Keeper 2, I think, went more silly. But they're both really good games, and they both have strong points for each one. The three games after Daggerfall, it's my favorite Elder Scrolls game after Daggerfall. I would have to say Morrowind. Morrowind was the deepest of the three, in my opinion. And it had a really interesting, like they really went they really went all in on the, oh, I don't have any archers. That's not good. Yep. I have one archer over here. Yeah, Morrowind was very, very good. It had a really interesting setting. It was set in the Dark Elf area. Um, it had the most deepest mechanics, and it had really interesting. Like, it retained a lot of Daggerfall stuff. Well, not quite a big in scale, but it retained, the athletics, lot of the skills, and character customization that Daggerfall had. But it also, oh no, oh, thank. Whew. All right, definitely giving him money. Make sure not to skimp out on him. It was the closest to Daggerfall in terms of depth and everything like that, and character customization. But it also introduced fully 3D world and physics and also the really crazy stuff and much more sculpted and tailored design of the world and everything like that. So I'd say that one was really good. Yeah, I was actually shocked about Skyrim and how simple it had gotten. I mean, it's great. It's just also really, really simple. And I didn't like the fact that every character can use magic, every character can sneak, every character can use all weapons, all armor. I mean, it just seemed kind of like it made all characters a bit too similar. I wasn't really wasn't as down for. I did like the dragons though. I mean, when you first fight the dragon, like the first 4 or 5 times, it's amazing. I mean, fighting dragons in Skyrim, like the first few times, is just absolutely amazing. Well, later on, it just kind of becomes rote and kind of not as cool, but it was pretty cool. Yeah, wasn't it weird that Morrowind actually like looked better than? I think they did more to the. I think the faces is where I went wrong. If you look at some of the character generator faces in Oblivion, it just looked really freaking weird. They just did something really odd with the face creator. I mean, I think they had. Did they have custom faces in Morrowind? I don't remember. But if they did, they did it better. I think they might have just had pre-made faces. I don't think they had the complete face do-over that they had. Yeah, that was one problem. I mean, they totally sold. The whole point of it was you're a dragonborn and you're a dragon slayer. I think they kind of sold that so much that once you were able to just slay dragons like any other monster, it kind of lost its novelty. So that was actually a fairly that was a kind of a big problem with the game. But yeah, you can mod. There's so many mods for that game, it's ridiculous. I installed like 300 mods a few months ago, graphics mods. I didn't do any like major gameplay mods. A couple gameplay mods, not anything too major. So I've not really been building this very well. Hopefully, I don't get raided tonight. I really like the soundtrack of this game. This game has really interesting, almost like if you were to do a fantasy movie in the 80s, you'd have a soundtrack kind of like this, with the synthesizers and things like that. Oh, my guys are gonna get murdered. Yep. Ah, crap. Yeah, shoot them. Nice. Hey, got all the money. I'm gonna hold on to the money because I need to pay this guy. I don't want to get stuck. Yeah, it seems like you can get stuck pretty easily in this game now. So I want to make sure I pay this merchant, whatever he is. Alright, we're not going to keep here. Alright, I definitely need to actually build my wall here and build a tower here. Keep these guys at bay. Guys, are you shooting rabbits? No? No rabbits here? Alright, I need some gold or something. Let me see if there's any gold out here. I'm talking about the Hobbit. It's the animated Hobbit from the 70s. Was it really from the 70s? Yeah, I remember seeing that. I never saw the Lord of the Rings animated movies, but I saw the Hobbit one. That was weird. But I saw that well before the movies came out, so I thought it was awesome that there was at least some adaptation of the Hobbit or the, of J.R.R. Tolkien stuff. But yeah, it was kind of weird. Had some pretty pretty weird moments, and it kind of cut out like, 2/3 of the story. But I mean, it was a solid effort. I'm just surprised it was even made, honestly. Yeah, that was odd. I do want to see the Lord of the Rings animated movie, just as kind of a something you watch with your friends and laugh at, basically. But the animation is really strange in that. I guess it was rotoscoped animation. So they took like live footage. I need to really make some more archers here. Hire some more people. It was rotoscoped, so it had they took like live action footage and then painted over it, basically. All right, you guys are gonna become archers. So yeah, it was an very odd movie. Yeah, Gollum was really creepy in that. I remember that. It's just interesting it was a great case of how to fit a pretty big book into, like 80 minutes of animation. And just like some of the scenes, I remember one scene that, for some reason I remember this scene off the top of my head, was like, picks up his blade and he's like, something about, I don't even remember the line, but it's something like that. I will call you Sting. And it was just like completely impromptu and out of the blue. But of course they had to do that because that was an important part of the story. It was just kind of awkward how they did that scene pretty much the whole movie, but it's interesting. It wasn't bad. It was just low budget 70s animation based on a much longer story than they could afford to do. Top 10 RPG lists down the road? Sure. I know that top 10 lists are ridiculously popular, so I know that probably gets some views and stuff. I don't. It's just really hard to do that. Yeah, any top list is completely subjective. That's people say there's an objective top 10 list. That's there's no such thing. But it's hard to do because there's a game like for example, in some ways, Daggerfall is like my favorite RPG because it has such a crazy, unique atmosphere and feel. It just seems so massive, and like I said in my video, the world seems bigger than you somehow. I don't know how that is, but it just does. Alright, what's going on here? Anything? But yeah, it's time I gave you a name. I shall call you Sting. Yeah, that's the line. Just kind of impromptu after he slays something. It's kind of funny. But yeah, it's hard to because, like, for example, like off the top of my head, like the RPGs that really kind of stuck with me as far as really impactful, probably. All right, horse, eat some grass. I mean, old school, I'd have to say. All right, yeah, let me give you this there. Old school ones, I'd have to say, probably. This wall. Like Chrono Trigger, the old JRPGs, Final Fantasy VI, Chrono Trigger. Those kind of games were really, really amazing at the time. But then there's more recent ones like Demon Souls. What are some of the good ones? Yeah, Demon Souls had a fantastic, dark, and just intimidating atmosphere, and just game mechanics just made you intimidated to go take another step down the corridor. But that's more of like an action. It's definitely an RPG, but it's more of an action RPG, just with a kind of cool and kind of hidden setting and lore. But other RPGs, I mean, Witcher 3 is obviously fantastic. But yeah, it is hard because they're all so different. Like the reasons I like more, the reasons why I like Daggerfall and Morrowind are completely different from the reasons I like Dark Souls, which are completely different from the reasons I like Chrono Trigger, which are completely different from the reasons I like, you know, Deus Ex, for example, which is an RPG just with a strong first-person shooter, you know, glaze over it. Chill thrills with Indigo. Yeah, this is kind of a slow game, so I just felt like doing something kind of chillax for this. I was originally got a Titanfall 2 shirt on. I was originally going to do Titanfall 2, but and that game's amazing, by the way. If you want to try out, I mean, I'm really digging Battlefield 1, but if you want to try out another shooter on top of that, I've heard skip Call of Duty and go for Titanfall. That game is just awesome. It's also really hard, and I played Titanfall 1 a lot, like probably 40, 50 hours at least, and I feel completely new in this game. Like, there's so much different about it. A lot more stuff going on, very hectic. But, yeah, other RPG things. I might down the road maybe, but would be kind of cool. I have a lot of ideas for top 10 lists. That's a good one. That's a good idea. All right, so I've got 2 towers on the right side. I only have 1 on the left side, but at least it's manned. Should probably upgrade this at some point. Hopefully you can actually... Of course I get attack on the left side. Go, of course. Yeah. Got 2 layers of defenses on the right side, but they attack me on the left. That's great. Debating whether I should make a new wall or if I should upgrade this tower. You can upgrade the tower, and then it lets you have 2 archers up there at a time. That might be a better investment, now that I think about it. Yeah, Pillars of Eternity seems awesome. I used to play the Black Isle Studios and BioWare games of old, like Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale, what else? Fallout 1 and 2 are 2 of the greatest RPGs of all time by far. Like, those games are amazing, extremely interactive, complete sandbox world, so much to do, and so much that's hidden that you can only find by just playing the game for hundreds of hours. I think I'll upgrade this. Oh, gotta pay the merchant. I didn't want to screw myself over like last time. Let's see if I should hire another guy, maybe make another builder, and then mark a tree. Yeah, let me make another builder here. Oh no, my chat died? Oh no. How'd that happen? That's weird. It just deactivated somehow. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, those old games really just don't let up. They really give you a hard time. There's just no way you can there's easy, like the games before didn't really prevent you from getting stuck. You don't realize how much games do nowadays to prevent you from getting stuck. Like checkpoints, autosaves, all these kind of things prevent you from getting stuck in a game. But before, if you only had like one save game, you could easily be stuck and have to restart the entire game. It was a really kind of annoying, but it also kind of added a lot to tension. I mean, I think why Dark Souls has been so successful is that it returned to form. It was a return to form for games to actually have consequences, which really helps increase the tension and the excitement you have when you actually do something right. Like the feeling of destroying a boss in Dark Souls or Demon Souls or Bloodborne is just amazing, and that's probably because you have so much to lose if you don't win. Pillars of Eternity, yeah, I really want to try that sometime. I heard that's great, and I heard it's like a true return to form to basically Baldur's Gate. You know, seems like that was the case. I've not been like emotionally ready to get into a game that deep for a while. It's one thing like getting a few hours of footage for something like Daggerfall, but you know, it's another thing, you know, investing into a deep story and stuff. I've just not had the attention span, I think, for a bit to get into that. But I do want to try it out for sure. Also, Divinity Original Sin was also really good as well. That game was very worth the praise. Another kind of old school style game, but with like a veneer of new ideas over it. Yeah, the Fallout 1 and... Oh, the Red Moon. I think this is usually when there's a big rush. I may be mistaken. Hopefully they attack the right side. I just love the clouds and the cool atmosphere and music. Just kind of, it just kind of keeps you interested in the setting and, you know, in the game. I don't know. They did a really good job with the environmental effects in this game. I do not have a Patreon. I think that would probably be something I should look into if I ever intend on doing this as a full-time gig. That would be pretty cool. I see a lot of people that do content similar to mine do have a Patreon. It's probably because they don't make enough content to really be able to support themselves on ad revenue alone. So that's probably why they do that. They spend longer time editing and collecting thoughts and writing and stuff on each video rather than just like live streaming or doing whatever. Like the time it takes me to live stream is, you know, a few hours. The time it takes me to do one of those videos is like sometimes 30, 40 hours. So it's a huge difference in the amount of content you can push out. So it's definitely something I could look into. Probably when I get bigger, maybe I could do that. But yeah, down the road, maybe. All right, I've got some money now. I should make a farm. You'd probably need to hire some more people for that. Hey guys, you look like useful people. Here, I should probably go left next time to see if there's anything out here. There's a stag. Nope, not really. I should head back. I have 1 gold. Oh, my horse is tired. I really appreciate that, Nightmare. Yeah, I might set up one. Right now, I'm just trying to see what, you know, my channel has evolved a lot. Like my very first video was a really terribly produced live recording with like the mic, which was a terrible mic from like 15 years ago. Embedded into the video, so I couldn't I couldn't make the mic loud or anything like that. It was like a let's play, and then now it's, you know, what my videos are primarily focused on: heavily edited, heavily scripted retrospectives and analysis videos. So it's completely different from what I originally thought it would be, but worth checking out. But I really appreciate the support, Nightmare. It means a lot to me. All right, I have no money. This guy's bored. He'll cut down a tree for me. Go do that, builder, before the sun goes down. Old buddy, old pal. Yeah, of the original Fallout games, I really like both of them, and they're very, very similar. I mean, the engine is practically identical. I think they added a couple things into Fallout 2, but basically the graphics and the engine is basically identical. But I thought Fallout 2 was much more intuitive to play because they took away the time limit. The time limit in Fallout 1 was really harsh. I found that to be very challenging, and I like doing anything but the main quest most of the time. So Fallout 2 is a lot more open that way. So if you had a hard time with Fallout, I'd recommend trying Fallout 2. I actually played Fallout 2 a couple months ago. It actually holds up pretty well. It's old, it's pixelated, but it actually doesn't look bad considering it's getting in near 20 years old. But yeah, those games are amazing. You could just, you know, demolish entire towns if you wanted to, destroy quest givers, and just like the openness of the game, like they didn't restrict you. The openness of the game was insane. I saw somebody, I think they did a, so somebody complete Fallout 2 on a speed run in like what, 9 minutes or 13 minutes I think it was. Something absolutely insane like that. They completely gamed the system. Legitimate, they didn't cheat or anything. A legitimate win, but they managed to figure out a way to defeat and complete the game in like less than 20 minutes. It was crazy. That'd be interesting. Yeah, hero shooters are ridiculously popular right now. I mean, they're even turning. It's funny you mention Quake or Doom because they're turning Quake into a hero shooter. The new Quake, Quake Champions or whatever, is a hero shooter. It's not like the original Quake at all. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I mean, obviously, id Software is probably kind of pressured to make a lot of money right now because they've not really made much money in the last like 10 years or so. Because they spent forever and a day making Rage, and Rage didn't do as well as they wanted it to, and then they spent forever and a day making Doom, or Doom 4, which was amazing, but also had to be completely scrapped halfway through production. So they probably want to make something that will make money right out of the gate, which hero shooters definitely seem like they're going to. But I feel like hero shooters are almost kind of going through what MOBAs did about 3-4 years ago, where League of Legends was just exploding and Dota was exploding so much that every game was all of a sudden now a MOBA. And I think that's kind of a dangerous route to go because there's certain game types, specifically games that are multiplayer focused, that are there isn't a big enough there's not enough room for more than like one or two really, really big ones. And I think Overwatch has basically become kind of the king, or one of the kings of that genre now. And even Paladins, which was actually released, it was released in beta, I think even earlier than Overwatch, was kind of remade a little bit and is now kind of being considered a ripoff of Overwatch. And there's other games like that too. I mean, TF2 is really kind of like the daddy of those, essentially, of that specific type of genre. But it is interesting how everybody wants to be a hero shooter now. Which, I mean, I love Overwatch. I love all these games. I haven't played Paladins since they redesigned it. I played Paladins way back in the day, like probably a year ago, before like it was in early alpha or something like that. And it didn't feel like Overwatch at all, but from what I've heard, they've redesigned a lot of it, and it now does feel like Overwatch very much so, which is interesting. I didn't expect them to take that much of a turn. But I think once Overwatch actually came out and they saw how ridiculously popular Overwatch was, they're like, let's do that. So, but I mean, the guys who made it, Hi-Res Studios, they made Smite. Smite was a great game. So they have a lot of experience in the kind of MOBA sort of genre. So they figured that they could apply their knowledge of that to hero shooter with a little bit of MOBA elements. I can't really speak. Whoa. All right. They got through the left side. How'd they get through the left side so quickly? I guess they just took down my wall. Okay. Rebuild that wall. All right. Okay. But yeah, it would be interesting to do an analysis on that to see what kind of... it's always dangerous to do something like that because... I mean, I played a lot of Overwatch, I played a lot of other shooters, I played a lot of MOBAs, but with these kind of genres, some people consider you a noob with the genre until you spend like 2,000 hours in the game. That's literally considered like the bar of being an expert of the game. So I may not be knowledgeable enough to really be able to critique that without just getting completely hammered in the comments. Be interesting study, but we'll have to see. Oh yeah, no, I almost completely forgot Battleborn. Yeah, poor Battleborn. Yeah, Battleborn was surprisingly much better than it seems. I think it just didn't have any charm, and I think that the Gearbox rode too hard on people wanting to buy it just because they made Borderlands, which I don't know if that's enough to really sell an entire franchise. But I'm pretty sure they're not going to make a Battleborn 2. That game tanked hard. Partly because of Blizzard. Blizzard seemed to really not want a competitor, so they basically timed their betas and their releases and stuff. I mean, maybe it's all accidental, but they seem to time their releases around other big potential competitors' releases and betas, so that people are too busy trying out Blizzard's games rather than their competitors, which is, you know, I'm not going to lie, that's good business sense. But I need to upgrade. I really need to upgrade my my town center here. I think your town center caps your walls and your building upgrade limit. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. I don't think I have enough to. No, I'm one short. Have any archers? Oh yeah, good. Some dead rabbits. Alright, let me upgrade this town here. Oh, bands, music I enjoy? Sorry, I missed your comment there, Zach. I like a lot of different music. There's only a couple of genres of music I'm mostly not really into, but there's even great songs of those that I enjoy. I probably on a day-to-day basis, I probably listen to the most electronic, and I listen to a lot of video game remixes as well. But those aren't necessarily a genre. I listen to oh crap, they're gonna get through this wall, aren't they? Yeah, looks like it. Oh no, everybody's dying. Everybody dead. Yeah, I need to really make some more towers here. Shoot him. Oh boy. Hopefully I get a nice big paycheck here in the beginning so I can get... Yeah, there we go. It wasn't as much as I thought. Yeesh. Yeah, electronic. I like big beat electronic. I like I said, video game remixes. I love overclockedremix.org. I think it's ocremix.org. That site is amazing. They have remixes of games, anything from like Doom to Chrono Trigger to, you know, Elder Scrolls to whatever you can imagine, and in styles like anything from like, I think that I heard a French rap version of a Final Fantasy song. Make better walls here. I think I heard there's like classical remixes of like, you know, Castlevania, metal remixes of Metroid, you know, all sorts of really amazing stuff there. I love that site. There's a lot of really, really great music talent there. Some of the guys that are even professionals in the industry make some of the remixes there. But I mean, I don't know. Pretty much whatever, I'll give it a chance. I mean, I liked some of the grunge metal back in the 90s, like Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, Little Nirvana, things like that. You know, Rage Against the Machine. As far as electronic bands and stuff, I like The Prodigy is great to listen to every once in a while. One band that actually was like very small and unfortunately broke up before they really hit their prime was Inner Party System. They broke up only like a couple of years after they started, like about 5, 6 years ago, I think. But they were a really amazing band. Um, they had like an interesting mix of like electronic rock, a little bit of pop, a little bit of a lot of genres actually. Let's make a farm here. Some archers. Need a tower. Probably at least one more archer if I have. Yeah, I got a couple unemployed guys. Another archer. Yeah, I really recommend if you're looking for something interesting. Like I've heard nothing but praise about the band. I really like Inner Party System. Unfortunately, they were not going to make any more music, but their first couple albums were actually amazing. The last album was like, some of the songs are pretty good. Some of the songs are a little bit weird, but their first couple albums are just amazing. I pretty much like every track of theirs. What the? I think this makes like a bridge or like maybe it's like a water, almost like a watermill or something like that. I'm not sure what this does. The game doesn't really explain anything to you at all. I think there's a tutorial. Oh, there's some money. Or rabbit. Should really rebuild this tower here. I think it'll give it an extra slot. Oh no. Another raid. I really need to build up the left side. Seems like that's the only side they're attacking from. And all my people are dead again. Alright, don't kill rabbits. Kill the... They're attacking rabbits while there's people murdering their kinsmen. Terrible, terrible archers. Alright, oh no. Did he not give me any money? Oh no. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that's not good. I need to make a lot of improvements without any money here. Yeah, totally. It is a really chillax game until you are just taken by surprise and there's a bunch of really fast monsters that just try to murder you. It's kind of an interesting contrast. Really nice game you want to chill. I think I heard something like this on a podcast once. Not like this game, but how people have like their kind of comfort game where when you're not playing, you know, Battlefield or, you know, RTSs or whatever competitively. What game do you just like chillax to? And I guess this is kind of one of mine. Just really pretty chill. Oh, come on, eat the grass. Is that not grass? Is that moss? Alright, run back real quick. I don't have any money. I wish they'd attack from a different side. That'd be nice. A lot of defenses on the right side. Wish the archers would shoot these guys. Alright, yeah, shoot the deer. I don't have any builders. Oh no. You better get to work there, builder. Yeah, it's definitely a pretty chillax game though. Doesn't look pretty though. I mean, it's pixel art, but still, it's really, really aesthetically pleasing game. I'll say that. Oh god, it's gonna be terrible. Oh, did I send this guy out? Oh no. Or no, he came back, I think. Okay. Hopefully I'll have more money next day. Oh, they're gonna die. Make another archer here. Occasionally you'll get days without any attacks. I really need one of those days right now. Yeah, I really considered doing Titanfall, but the game is pretty challenging. It's fun. They do a lot. It reminds me of Overwatch in a way, where they do a lot to not make you feel bad if you do terribly, which is nice. They don't tell you your death count, which is weird that taking away a basic feature like that is actually a good thing, but it makes you hate yourself a lot less at the end of the game. But yeah, and they had a lot of cool things to do in the meantime. Like even if you don't actually kill players, you can actually help win the game. Oh no. Yeah. This. Yeah. Prepare for murder. Oh, nice. Okay. I'm gonna kill everybody. Oh, please give me some gold. That's the start, I guess. Yeah. Let's do first theme. Well, congratulations. Yeah, if somebody would have told me 10 years ago that people log in online and for hours just watch other people play games, I'd say that they're crazy, but it's amazing how much it's turned. It's how big it's gotten. But it is kind of like, it reminds me of, I think it's because so many people have busy lives, jobs, and I think it's also because people, people live in different places, they move to places for work or whatever, and so they no longer have that sort of let's hang out with my friend Joey down the street kind of attitude, or possibility. So people want to have that feeling where you got somebody who's watching you play games, or you're watching somebody play games in their living room, but not everybody has friends they can hang out with in their living room. So it's kind of an interesting, I think it's kind of like a substitute for that. That's the best I can understand it. Oh, I almost didn't pay that guy. That would have been bad. Alright, I really need some more defenses here. I also need some more hires. But yeah, it is pretty weird. It can be pretty cool though. It can give you watching live streams can give you a really good idea of how a game's played, because you see it literally unfold in your before your eyes. But it's kind of like a group of people just hanging out and playing a game together. That was one of my favorite things growing up, is to just like pass around the controller or try out something. I mean, can't quite pass around the controller with this game or this live stream, but it kind of feels like we're all kind of hanging out together, which I think is a really cool, kind of a social, thing a lot of people are missing nowadays, because everybody expects to have to play online, because games don't have split screen anymore and all that kind of stuff. But oh, this guy isn't employed. Let me employ him and give him. Whoa! Wow, how many rabbits did you kill? Hey, did you kill any rabbits? Wow, she killed more. Well done, people. Alright, you build that fast. I didn't send them to their deaths. I may have just sent them to their deaths. Okay, it's another like red moon or whatever. How long does it take me to edit? It totally depends. I am a graphic designer by day, so I kind of get a little bit too perfectionist on it sometimes. Oh, run, people, run! Don't kill the rabbits. Kill the bad people. Oh god. All right, it's not good. not good at all. Alright. No, they killed a builder. Hopefully the time runs out. Yeah, I think the red moon means there's more, like a bigger rush. Oh god, they're in here now. Oh, 3. Oh, run away. No, run away. Oh no, not my money. Don't take my money. Shoot him. Oh wow, they took a lot of money there. Oh, that guy's still in here. Shoot him. I pay you archers for. Okay, I need way more defenses here. Sorry. That was a bit distracting. I need a lot of hires. Yeah, it depends. Completely depends on the video. Obviously, something like this live stream, everything's set up prior, so there's no editing. It just goes right to the YouTube. Something that's actually like a really like my process is basically I come up with a concept, and then I play the games and record footage of those games that are required for that concept for the video. So, say Daggerfall, I needed to have a lot of Daggerfall footage. Came up with a concept. I know pretty much what I'm going to talk about, but I play a lot of Daggerfall again just to kind of get that fresh in my mind again. Several hours. Sometimes for the Diablo video, I played a lot of hours, probably like 10, 15, 20 hours of the two games. Because I had to get a lot of different characters and acts and things like that. And then I had to... let me focus on the left side here. Then I had to... with the videos like the Diablo one and the Daggerfall ones, I had to really really edit a lot because I take a bunch of footage and I cut out tiny little clips of like several long recordings of gameplay. So some more builders here. So roughly, I mean, it depends. It completely depends on the video. It could take anywhere from like 10, 15 hours to like, I think the editing alone on my retrospect series is probably at least 40, 50 hours at least of editing. That's just a rough estimate, but yeah, that took a long time because I had to put together lots of different clips, you know, of gameplay clips and stock footage for the backgrounds and, you know, animated graphs and things like that. Like that's where the time comes in when you have to put something interesting on the screen for every second of the video. It can take a long time. Like it can take a few hours per minute easily to fill up that minute full of stuff. And then you realize that, you know, this part doesn't really communicate what you're talking about. So you have to go back, record some more footage, or, you know, come up with a graphic, design a graphic for it. So, you know, yeah, it can be quite a long time, like probably 20 hours per video easily. The most batshit crazy thing you've seen in your day to day. Crazy thing. I don't know. I haven't gotten big enough to see some crazy stuff on my channel really yet, but oh, I build this up. But crazy thing. I don't really have a good answer to that for my channel. But I do have a funny story. A design story. I don't know if that's relevant. It was pretty crazy. It was a design job for a company, and the company had a logo, and the logo had two. I'm trying to remember it now. It's been a while. All right, what was my next thing to build? I actually have towers here. I need to. Yeah, I should probably push forward and make another tower. Make some lumber here. I don't think they can go this far yet. So basically, they had this logo, and it's hard to explain without a visual. But basically, the logo had two circles in there. I think it was a car. Somehow the logo was relevant to a car. Maybe it was a car dealership or something like that. So the logo has like a car outline, and then two circles where you would have wheels. But they didn't figure that was enough. They felt they had to have something inside the wheels. And what they decided to have on the wheels were two little portraits of dogs. And, dogs can be an attraction to... They probably obviously love their dogs, and they thought it was an attraction for people to go to the dealership. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what they thought. So, but as I was told to... I had to cut this logo out or do something with the logo. I had to improve the logo. Anyway, I was told to... cut out this logo, and then as I was doing that, I was looking at the logo and trying to figure out the logic behind this logo. And then I realized that after a little bit that there was distinctly two different golden retrievers inside of these wheels, little wheel shapes, and the golden retrievers, one of them wasn't golden, one of them was grayscale. There was a full color golden retriever on the right side and a grayscale golden retriever on the left side. And that seemed really odd to me. But then I realized the horror of the reality. Not only did they decide to put two different of their pets, two different pictures of their pets on their professional dealership logo, but one of the golden retrievers was their former mascot. One of the pictures on the two wheels was dead. I just couldn't get my logic around putting a picture of a dead dog on your car dealership logo. That was just absolutely astounding to me. I mean, I'm sorry for their loss, but it seems absolutely maddening to me that you'd ever put that on your car logo, your car dealership logo. That was quite amazing to me. Okay, do I have enough archers? Yeah, you get in there. So they're not putting any rocks here. If I had more rocks, I could build more towers. I have a feeling they're going to break through this. Oh, I need to improve my town center here. Oh, it's too late for that. That's a crazy story. Yeah, you can talk to designers for a while, and you'll come up with really insane, absolutely insane things that people have asked for. Okay. Probably breaking through wall 1 or 2 here. Run! Oh, why do the builders just stay there? Run, builders, run! Oh no, another builder down. Man, the turnover for these builders is crazy. They just embrace death with open arms. Alright, pay the merchant. Else you die. Archers and builders, apparently. Because builders apparently have no fear of death programmed into them. Oh, unemployed guy. Here we go. It's interesting to build lots and lots of walls so that they have a hard time getting here. They don't seem to be at all interested in my right side of my base. Oh, so what is this thing? I don't remember what this is. There's no guys out here. I need to find more people to hire. Camps out this way. Oh, here's some guys. Hey, want some gold? Can't remember how far I got. I haven't played the Kingdom New Lands as much as I played the original game. But I got at least like day 15 or something in the original, possibly further. I don't remember exactly. But they've changed a lot in this one, so it's kind of hard to say how far I'll get here. probably won't go on forever because I doubt people want to watch a stream well into the wee hours of the morning. Yeah, Stardew Valley is amazing. It really reminds me of that old game, Harvest Moon, along with some other kind of interesting mixture of game mechanics. But that game's amazing. My fiance played a ton of that for a few weeks. Oh, where'd the merchant go? Merchant, where you go? Oh, he's coming back. Okay, cough it up. Yeah, it's a really fun game. I like the variety in that game. There was like sort of like almost like a dating simulator mixed with a farming, mixed with almost like a basic RPG where you go out there and like you fight in the dungeons and stuff like that with like fishing. Really, really amazing game, all things considered. And what I love about that game is it's pretty much made by one guy. Like there are a few games out there that like that where pretty much the entire thing is built by one guy, and that's what's amazing. Same thing with what was that game that kind of blew up last year? Undertale. Yeah, people like that are an inspiration to me because I was actually I've done some independent games before, but I never got very far because it's a lot of work and it's very thankless, and it's really just up to you to keep on going with it. So it's easy to kind of get this made and not really go through the whole project. But yeah, games like that, like Stardew Valley, are really inspirational because it can show that one person can create an entire experience, interactive experience that millions can enjoy. I'm assuming millions, at least many, many thousands. Yeah, that game is really good. Have any unemployed people? I think I'm fully employed. I don't see any of them hanging around here. Does my farm even exist yet? Oh. Hold down on me, huh? Oh, that was not very eventful night. That's nice. I like those. Okay. Why can't I upgrade this keep? That's weird. We have to build the other things I've not built yet. Get some more farms. Oh, didn't they seem to go right into sunset? That's kind of weird. All right, I really need some more people here. What is this? Oh, I think this is. I think that's. I forget what that is, but I think I need to upgrade those both before I can upgrade the keep again. I'm slowly coming back to me how I need to go here. Rabbits. All right, this is empty. I need to hire a couple more people because I'm actually running out of people to actually defend and build. But not too far. Oh, it looks like it's autumn or something. That's interesting. I didn't know they actually had season changes. It's out too far because no. Oh, chest. That's good. Gotta run like hell all the way back before it gets dark. Yeah, I love Stardew Valley. I like Terraria. I might have been overhyped, but I couldn't get as into Undertale as people were saying. It was a very good game, but it wasn't. Again, it probably would have been much, much better if you just found the game by accident and then didn't, without knowing that it was supposed to be the second coming of whatever. But I should probably upgrade these. Need extra stuff, right? Oh, thanks, Brian. Oh, wall. Build the wall. Rabbit hunters out here. Oh, there's a guy. Oh no. Nobody's building. I have no builders. So I keep on dying. Yeah, there's certain things you can accomplish with small teams. It seems that the AAA industry can't really do. Like the smaller the team, the more focused and the more visionary your game can be, because it's exactly just one vision, one direction. You don't have an entire team trying to go all sorts of different ways, and you can't. Like I've heard in game design that people kind of show examples of things and kind of pass it around the office. It's like, this is what we're doing. But if you don't have, because nobody thinks exactly alike, the more you expand your team to have bigger budgets, better graphics, larger scope, the more you're going to kind of pollute your vision. Basically, you're going to kind of generic, make it more generic and less unique, I guess. So it's really interesting. I mean, I love playing AAA games. Like I love the Battlefield games. I love Deus Ex. Oh, we got to day 15. That's pretty good. Yeah, Undertale was really Undertale was a really amazing accomplishment for one guy. But yeah, the whole gimmick of it kind of messing with you and replaying it multiple times and stuff is pretty cool. But it also is a way to pad out the game. So you can kind of look at it both ways. Some people love that aspect because, especially, I think that game really, really rang true with reviewers, because the difference between reviewers and the average game player is reviewers play tons and tons and tons and tons of games, and it's their job. So they get a little bit more bitter and a little bit more, generally a little bit more jaded about games than just game players do. So they're going to be a lot more excited about something that kind of breaks the mold and kind of like, knows what they're going to expect. Because reviewers play tons of games and they have to know all about the games and analyze them and everything like that. So they're going to be a lot more surprised and they're going to like games that wink at them and say, yeah, we know what you're thinking. And Undertale did exactly that. The fourth wall breaking and stuff like that is what really appealed to a lot of game reviewers and a lot of game, YouTubers and stuff like that. I should get back into it, but as far as if my stream is going to be weekly, I'm not sure yet. I just kind of felt like playing something chillax tonight, and might as well stream it. I thought I might as well stream it, so here we are. Why did I just give that guy a coin? He just took my coin for no reason. Okay, whatever. Keep it. I don't think I have any builders. Okay, one guy running around. Oh, this is a mess. Yeah, I think I'll have to venture out further, start getting more people. I'm wondering if these people die, and that's why I let too many die. That's why I'm having personal issues here. Maybe. I'm completely out of money here. Oh, please be an uneventful night. gentle Livestream and everything like that. I have all these buildings that are to be built, but no builders to make them because they all just run out and die. That's why we can't have nice things. This poor guy, he's like, oh, he's giving me money too. Oh, he's cutting down the logs. Oh, that's what he's doing. Okay. Yeah, they don't really prioritize important things over the others. Oh, thank you. Sweet, sweet gold. I'll pay the merchant. Try to do that every time. That's a little bit annoying that you have to do that or else you don't get money. Because I forgot about that before and I completely got gold starved. Alright, builders. Oh, those are catapults. That's what those are. Okay. Move down. I need to hire people. Venture to left. Until I get more... Can't have nice things. Oh, here's a guy. Didn't notice him there. Oh, here's another guy. Alright, well, that's 2 builders. Should probably expand here. I don't... Ooh. No, I don't have... Oh, man, that's what? It's 10 gold. I don't have that. Oh, there's a couple guys out here. Hey, you guys. I think I hired these guys before. They must have wandered back here when I let them get slaughtered by by the horde. All right. They're well rested, their horse? Good. That was a rabbit or something. You guys built it. Nice. I don't have much money, though. I can't really need to upgrade these towers. Whoa. Damn, where'd you get all that? We've been holding that out. All right. I think that's a farm. Or that's a windmill or something? I don't know. Thanks for hanging out, Zach. I appreciate you watching, and yeah, thanks for all the compliments and everything like that. Have a good night. That tree there. I'm going to overwork all my workers again. They're going to die. Oh, it's all foggy now. Interesting. I've never seen that before. Or not in this session, at least. It's kind of cool. Little workers have to hustle. I need more archers now, too, don't I? After that merchant pays out. I think if the merchant dies, I don't get the money after. Let's see. Probably go for a few more rounds here. Ashbonic. I think the catapults line up behind the most. Oh. Oh, that was lucky of you, Archer. Yeah, I should build another better wall here. Horse. Alright. Give me the money. Give me the money. Still can't upgrade the keep. I wonder if I'm missing something. I'm not sure why I can't upgrade the keep. That's strange to me. To get more guys in here somehow. Oh, there's a couple guys wandering. Must have died before. Oof. Not enough money for that. Seems to be a lot more stringent on money. This new version, it seems. Maybe I'm just bad at managing this time. That's right. Eat the grass horse. Be strong. Oh. Thank you, Archer. Oh. Play a couple bows. Oh. Some money left over from rabbits. I have a lot there too. Oh yeah. Thank you, farmer. Build a wall here to protect the farmer. Seems like a creepy night. Hopefully everything's okay. It's like a bad omen. Those archers are running toward their towers I put up, maybe. I don't think they go out to build things at night. They might wait until morning for those. There's a better wall here. Just leave that wall there. Oops, I don't have money. Oh, there's the third shekel right there. He's not attacking the side while he's building. Oh, you just let these rabbits walk right past you? What did I pay you for? Alright, guys. I certainly hope they didn't attack very much and everything went well, but I have a feeling the left side is going to be decimated. Hopefully I'm wrong. Yep. I was not wrong. Everybody's dead. My dreams are dead. It's not good. They have to get through the walls to escape, I guess. Oh, oh, my crown. No! Oh, got it again. It's not good. A couple left. One left. Oh, that's bad. And I'm probably penniless again. Yeah, the merchant. Yeah. Damn. Back to 0. No defenses on the left side. Oh boy. Yeah, this game can really kind of kick you when you're down, huh? Or kick you when you think you're doing well. Think you have it just under control, and then they just throw a huge horde at you and just terrorize your entire village. Alright, guys, like the prettiest day. Everything's going great. Alright, I might call it a night here. So yeah, appreciate everybody watching. I had a lot of fun. Thanks for watching and supporting this channel. Appreciate it. I don't know if I'll do another live stream. Maybe I might eventually do Titanfall. We'll see. But appreciate all of your support. Thank you very much. Have a good night.